In this video, we're going to use the ping command to identify an incorrect configuration on a PC. So we've got a little network set up here, and we've learned that PC2 here is unable to access a website. All the PCs are configured with static IP addresses. So we're going to start with the ping command to figure out what is wrong with why PC2 can't connect to the web server. So let's first go to PC1. Since it's able to connect, we're going to go to the web browser and type in the name of the web server. I'm going to copy this so I don't have to type it in again later. So the reason that I hesitated is I must not have let these devices, even though this is a simulation, these devices still have to boot up. But it's booted up and connects no problem. So let's check PC2. This is the PC that was reported having problems. We'll go to the browser, paste it in, hit go, and we're getting nothing. So let's try PC3. Same thing, we're going to go to the browser, put in our website address. Bang, we're good to go. We'll go to number 4. And so 1, 3, and 4 are all able to connect to the web server, and for some reason PC2 is unable to connect. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and ping the server from the one that's having the problem. So we go to the command prompt, and the ping command is simply just ping. And then you follow it either by the IP address, or in this case, we're just going to use the name of the website, which is also perfectly fine. You type it in, you hit enter, and you wait. And it usually doesn't take this long. So if we hit let's try pinging from PC1. Ping the same one. See how fast? It was much faster. And sometimes, you know, these little, this one just sends 4 packets, this little program, because this is just for educational purposes. But it sent 4 and it received 4. Sometimes it'll send 4 and receive 3, but if you re-ping, you should get all 4. So let's go back to PC2, back to our command prompt, and you can see that it was unable to ping it. So what we're going to do is we're going to ping the actual IP address, which if we come here to PC1, which was able to ping, here's the website address, or the IP address of this website. The DNS translated it for us. So here's the website, or here's the IP address, and instead of just pinging the website name like we did here, we're actually going to ping the address, which was 192.15.2.10. And so you can see here, once we had the actual IP address, it was able to ping it no problem, but it couldn't ping it when we put in the domain name. So that tells us that there is a problem with the DNS might be configured improperly for this PC. So if we type in, we use our ipconfig command, which is ipconfig /all. It tells us the IP address, the subnet mask, and here's the DNS information. So and you just write this stuff down. You know, this is PC2, so I write down PC2 in my notebook. 191.15.2.5 is the DNS server. So now let's compare that to PC1 by using the same command, our ipconfig command. And we thought there might be a problem with the DNS. So if we look at PC number 1, we can see that the DNS IP is 192.15.2.5. So we see that it's different because the first one was the one that was having troubles started with 191. This one is 192. And we can go to PC3, do the same ipconfig command. Gives us the IP address of PC3, and then we see here that this DNS IP address matches the other one that worked good. So what we need to do is come back down to number 2, go to the configure tab, and change the DNS server static address to match what it's supposed to be. This could just be a typo. You know, when they were putting in the information, they just had a typo, and that's all it takes for it not to work correctly. So we changed this to a 2, and now it matches the other ones we had written down. I had 192.15.2.5. And now if we go to the desktop, go to the web browser, paste in our address, which was what we were having trouble with before, and there you can see that it's working no problem. So this has been a brief video on how to use the ping command and how it can help you identify an incorrect configuration on a PC.